You know, I have a mic. I have a stand. I probably should go grab the stupid thing, shouldn't I? But I really want to be stubborn because I got to get this 3D. Ugh, why is that sticky? My table's a hot mess. Well, just everything around here is a hot mess right now. I'll find something that I can use to level this thing out with eventually. Okay, so I need to be that high. Godzilla, can you work? Better than nothing. Oh, I got some alien friends hanging out back here now. If you guys didn't see them. Okay. Well, I want to get the 3D printer going here in a second, so we're going to get that done real quick, and then we'll kind of son of a knock one of the things over. Hopefully everybody's doing fan freaking tastic. My weekend's been my 2 days off have been good and bad. Good as in I got to go toy hunting. I got to go check out some new toy shops, which was always sweet. Went to a couple old ones, went to a new one. The new one was actually really nice. Hey, Neo man. It was like an hour drive though. It's the only rough thing about it. But in the process of that, my office flooded. So that was cool. So I spent like yesterday and today vacuuming up the water in my office. And it's now like almost dry in there again. And I found out that my roof, the condensation in my attic, there's like a spot where it's like getting some condensation from the dramatic weather changes, which got my insulation wet, which also seeped into my like the corner of my one ceiling section. And I noticed it today. I was like, there's like a little ring. So I had to go up there and redo the insulation and stuff. So that was fun. And I got to stab myself in the back with a nail. That sucks. We have a couple in town. The one gets some good stuff in periodically. The other one, not so much. The other one's better if you like card gaming and stuff. They usually have some card game and video games that are a little bit better. The other one is better for actual like action figure collecting. But they do predominantly old stuff. And I mean like old stuff. So like 80s, 90s eras, not too much anything newer, which is cool, which is kind of more what I'm into if I'm going to a vintage toy shop anyways. That's kind of what I'm hunting for. I was gonna say this thing's probably still got the crap out of it from the last time I did it. I was hoping to work on some stuff today. But between the attic stuff and my office, I just haven't had time to really hunker down for commissions. So tomorrow, I 100% plan on just sitting down, doing commission stuff, like getting the rest of this stuff assembled so I can paint it. Which is currently what I'm messing with right now. Is these have been sitting on this thing for a hot minute. I will say the one shop. I live in Michigan, so the place is called it's Time Blaster Toys in Livonia. Is where we went to, and then we swung by Sergeant Red's. And there's a Second and Charles over in that area too, so we stopped there because my wife likes the Second and Charles. Sergeant Red's usually got some good stuff too. But I was surprised at how much like neat old thing, like neat random that Time Blaster had. Because for the most part, whenever you go to these places, it's always like a lot of wrestling, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like a lot of like big heavy hitters, G.I. Joe, He-Man. You'll see like a lot of that stuff, and not a lot of like random old movie collectible like toy lines or cartoons that like nobody's ever really heard of. But this place had like I'll show you guys in a few. But I found like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad stuff in the package. They had the Resident Evil toys, which you don't see too often. I saw like Earthworm Jim, some of the Earthworm Jim figures. The coolest one I've seen that I've never seen before is if you guys have ever seen the classic horror movie Virus from, I want to say it's like late 90s, maybe early 2000s, with Jamie Lee Curtis. I didn't know they made action figures for that movie because they had one. They had the giant monster from like the end of the movie. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It was $100, so I ended up passing on it. Just to find out that $100 actually wasn't a bad deal for it. So that was cool. They had like the crypt, they had a Crypt Keeper doll. They had a compound still in the package from Jurassic Park. So they had some banners. They had some good banners there. A lot of wrestling. A lot of wrestling Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually ended up getting one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. I probably should have grabbed more, but I really didn't want to spend money. And now that I had to spend money today on my house, I'm glad I didn't. But it would have been cool. Okay, so this stuff's... Oh, actually. Try to set it up. Because since I'm using the same resin and stuff, I don't have to do too much cleanup on this. I just got to make sure it's going to print. And because the resin's been sitting for a second, I got to make sure it's stirred too. So that's what I was doing there. I got to work on curing this stuff and getting it off the runners. Usually with this stuff, you want to do a wash on them. But because they're so small, I'm just kind of just spray cleaning them, and then I cure everything afterwards. I'm trying to get like the excess resin off, and then I'll clean it up after. Hopefully everybody else is having a swell evening. So clean this stuff up, get it curing, and then we will go and check out the stuff I found. Because one of the things I found I was so excited for. Because I've been looking for this thing for a hot minute, and I found one like minty in the package, and the package was nice. So I'm stoked for it. Okay, so got this stuff off the runs. I didn't print everything for this file. Because there's also like a little cage on the inside of it, but I was worried about the cage messing up the placement inside the figure. So I didn't bother with that. So I just printed like the stuff that's going to be mostly visible. Okay, give this another good spray go. Get some that's a purple on the inside. Work on drying the stuff up. Getting a lot of the excess off. So honestly, I'm trying to be quick about this just because I don't. I have a makeshift curing station or a washing station outside, which is just a old deep fryer that we never used. So I just filled it with isopropyl alcohol and use that for cleaning. But if I was a betting man, I would say it's probably frozen. Close to it. Because Michigan weather, it was like downpouring rain yesterday, which is what's causing all my problems with the house. Because it went from freezing cold to torrential downpour. Which I thought I did a good enough job outside trying to get the stuff cured or sealed. Because I've had this issue in the past. So when I redid the windows, I like went and caulked and re-cemented like all the spots that I thought were bad. But must have missed something because it still got down there. The attic one was new. I knew I had like a little bit of a problem with that area, but I think because of just like the weather shifts, it really did a number up there. Because it's definitely well ventilated. It's pretty freaking cold up there. Hey, Hawks. All right, those are looking pretty good. I will take wherever I got Q-tips around here. So I really want to get the paint and some stuff. Like I finally got some new primer and everything. So that I can paint some stuff. Because in the thumbnail, you'll see that I got a... oh, nice. Okay, I'm excited to see how that one's going to turn out. The 99 Haya. Alright, that one seems pretty good. Okay, so I've been working on a spring trap, well, a 160L spring trap for a guy in my Discord. And he wants a movie version and also like a clean head version that's more like the comic. I was about to say manga. I'm like, it's technically not really a manga. Hey, Russell. Yeah, it's so hard to get these things to clean them. Because there's always like one part of these guys that's just like so hard to make sure you're getting like all the resin out of it. Looking around, starting to run out of Q-tips that I have randomly laying around. That's what she said. Oh. Because I was hoping to get into painting the Zombie Zilla tonight, work on him a little bit. Because I think what I'm going to do is kind of primer him like I would a movie figure in certain sections, but leave him like patchy so that the red still comes through in a lot of it. I plan on it, but I'm going to get the atomic version. So I'm holding out till that one's released. So I won't get the first one. Which is pretty much like every Heisei version they're releasing. I'm just waiting for the second version to come out. Okay, I think I got that good enough. So now... all this stuff. Personally, I think he looks good. Actually, while we're sitting here chit-chatting, I'm going to get this curing. And then I will be all done doing 3D printing stuff. At least until we get done talking. I'm done with the live stream, and then I can start it up and get the eyes printing. But I'd like to get these guys cured before I run the printer. It's funny enough, the printer is actually not going to take that long to do. So actually, while we're talking, I'm probably going to get that running. Do I not have this plugged in? Oh, it's just not on. Never mind. There we go. We got the right timer on. So this stuff, that can go in the garbage. The rest of you uncured parts can go up out here because I have a little 3D light that I have hanging out up there that what I use to cure stuff. But yeah, I was hoping to get the zombies and the rest of the sculpting on this guy. He's almost good to paint. I'm like one more session probably on that guy. Just I keep getting other stuff kind of backtracking me. What, Itchy? Aw. What's wrong, Servo? Also, my office is more destroyed than usual. Not my office, my basement, because of the whole flooding situation. Me just tossing crap everywhere. Like you'll even see like the inside of my windows. I got like some moisture buildup because of it. It's annoying. Yeah, it's an Orga. Wife's doing good though. All right. Yeah, just working on gonna get this guy going. Just opening the window so I got a little bit of ventilation. Because this won't take very long. I'm actually really close to you guys. Got that going. Should I be smart about this? Probably. I got these guys that I clear coated the other day. I'm gonna try to blast them one more time before I go to bed. Actually, probably put you guys up here for a second. So he's a Bandai vinyl, so he's a decent height. I wish my Kiryu had a head on it right now that's been hanging out down here, but next to like the Monster Arts Kiryu. He's gonna be a little bigger. When all's said and done. Makeshift spray booth. Go on top. Hopefully I unplugged. Okay, I was gonna say hopefully I unplugged the right light. Gremlin, get out of it. I'd like this to be flush. The main reason I'm doing this is just so the fumes from the printer isn't going all over my base, all throughout my basement, and then up through my floorboards. It'll be concentratedly shot outside. There we go. Let's plug this guy in and we're good to go. Over time, yeah. It's not something you really want to be like breathing in constantly. Yeah, they recommend with resin printers like using respirators and stuff like that, especially if you're going to be like around it a lot, because you don't like it's you don't want to be like breathing it in constantly. So that's why I just like makeshift, got a little vent, and it'll shoot it outside. Love it, yeah. Because then eventually, if you start building it up, it'll really make your throat scratchy. Anyways, I don't trip over anything. You'll hear a loud noise because I got the fan going in here. Because what happened is it leaked over in the corner there, went all the way through the office, and then like along the side here. So it like ran through like the entirety of this area, but not by the TV over here. And it didn't make it in the corner with all the crap on the floor, so that was kind of nice. But that being said, I'll unplug this for a second so it's not so loud. Anyways, so I can show you guys a couple of the things that I got while we were toy hunting. My favorite, well, I was going to say my favorite random thing that I got a hold of. Well, it's not like Toy Story. Is this guy here from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad? It's Huck, the ambidextrous attacking mega virus monster. But he's mint in the package. The package is actually really nice too. It's the main reason I grabbed it. There was him and a couple of servos, but they were different colored. So it was like the other two characters. It was like their versions. Yeah, servos being super bossy. Also, I totally wish I only paid $4 for this thing. Yeah, ambidextrous. Turbo Tyrannical action figure. Comes with a silicone star sword, gamma enhancer, and circuit slicing scythe. Which I'm pretty sure is probably stuff that came from a bunch of other random figures. But package is really clean. So it's the main reason I grabbed this. Just so I could, because all my Superhuman Samurai stuff is, as you can see, is out of the package. But I didn't have him, and I really liked the package. Oh yeah, I was just saying. Oh, where we go camping up at like Harbor Beach area and stuff like that. They sometimes do like little festivals and things, and yeah, they had a Bigfoot stuff. So I think my mother-in-law got it for me. Next one was another just random one because I didn't have her for the collection, but it's Karai from TMNT. They had a few of the characters there, but like I said, I didn't want to spend a ton of money. They had Splinter, the Foot Soldier, the Vampire, and the Jersey Devil. And I was tempted just to grab them. I almost kind of regret not grabbing the Foot Soldier a little bit to go with the Karai, but I was like, I always like Karai, so figure starting to try to get some of like the other movie figures that I don't have. So this is like a nice little entry point. The only thing that kind of sucks is the DVD. The DVD is not attached to the back of the plastic anymore. But box is pretty clean. That's one of the reasons why I grabbed it. Like it's still got a pretty nice package for it. The Splinter had a little bit of the corner was a bit banged up. So that's one of the reasons why I was kind of like, I don't know about that one. And then finally, what's your favorite vacation of Ninja Turtles? I'm not sure what that means. Probably my favorite one I randomly got is probably the one up here. When we were like randomly out and about at random places, is I found a Venus from Next Mutation. That was a pretty cool one. That was also not that expensive. Variation. If it's like random like Turtles crossover things, I really like the Lightning Collection Power Ranger stuff. I thought was really sweet. Oh yeah, well you have to say I like the surfing turtles, so like the beach turtles. It's probably close enough. But yeah, I like the Lightning Collection ones quite a bit. I thought those ones were pretty sweet. The Godzilla ones were surprisingly good. But anyways, this is probably my favorite thing I've found it in a hot minute. Is I found the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space in the box. And the box has a slight bit of wear to it, but it's a pretty clean box, all things considered. Like it's got like the same wear. Like if I would have bought this like when it came out and it had this wear on it, I wouldn't have expected anything less. Like it is probably the nicest box I've seen for one of these in a hot minute. Yeah, Lost in Space from 1998, starring Matt LeBlanc from Friends. I have a soft spot for this movie. I like this movie a lot when I was growing up. So I've been trying to get everything. This is one of the last few I was missing. Is I didn't have the Jupiter 2 and I wanted it like new in the box. So them having it there, and I also only paid $20 for it, which was like the other thing that was really sweet. But yeah, it even comes with Matt LeBlanc's character, Major Don West, and it has the robot and some random spiders put on the outside of it. It's got missiles, it's got flip out parts, it's got battle damage, it's all got all the good stuff. I still need to get a hold of the Bubble Fighters. That's currently on my agenda of random things that I need from this still. And I technically don't have a Will Robinson in the package. So I gotta get a Will Robinson at some point. Well, what the deal? They still have it for next year, so there's still going to be some turtle stuff coming out, I would imagine. So I would at least assume we get one more wave. Like I figure they're probably going to pretty much just hopefully try to wrap up some stuff that they were going to be planning on putting out. So I'm hoping those. Yep, Servo's still meowing. It's all he wants is attention. Yeah, like that corner just got destroyed because I was just tossing things over there, so I vacuum. Kailua turtle. But yeah, so those were sweet. So those are the three things I found. Like I said, the virus figure is probably the coolest thing that I've seen. That I was just like, what the hell is that thing? I so wanted to buy it. It took everything for me to want to bring that thing home, just for sheer uniqueness. Because it also would have probably been like the first thing when I go like, I need to make some room and sell some things. That thing would have been gone, but I still wanted it, at least for like a little time frame. No, Servo's been really good. He doesn't really mess with too many things. He knocks things over once in a while, but he doesn't like chew. Ripley, on the other hand, is little Miss Puppy down here. Hey, you. Little Miss Ripley. She will. She's good about it, but if I'm not paying attention to her and she's just kind of doing her own thing, she will take things. So I gotta be a little bit wary about her. As long as you're giving her, as long as she's getting attention, you're good. But yeah, the puppy not tried. Puppy did drop a deuce on stream. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new Godzilla X Kong. I kind of wish it was a Space Godzilla. But then again, it's like I don't know who else we could really. Well, there's a lot of the monsters we could toss, but it was like we've had Mecha Godzilla, now we've had, and then we had Kong variation villain. We had a Godzilla variation villain. Now we're back to Godzilla variation villain. It would just be nice to have like more unique monsters show up, like Hedorah or Gigan, Titanosaurus. I would even take. Like again, just some of the more unique things. Or even if we were getting aliens like Orgo would have been kind of cool to maybe get like a legendary version. Oh yeah, I still got all the 98 stuff. Oh, for sure. Like we're gonna get Space Godzilla, then we're gonna get Mechanicon, and then and then we'll probably do then probably be Destroya. I'm almost surprised they didn't do Destroya, if I'm gonna be honest. Well, they kind of did in the last movie, right? Like, Scar King isn't from any other iteration of the Godzilla franchise. But, that being said, Scar King is just Skinny Kong. So, again, not the most unique thing, but still unique enough. Shimo, on the other hand, was a fairly unique kaiju. But still, like, not my favorite thing ever, but still decently unique. Hi, puppy. Okay, you want to get on? Hi. Thanks. She likes to maul me. She's very licky. She's very licky and really lanky, so she's really good at giving you hugs and not wanting to let go. As you can see, she's currently wrapped around my neck. Yes, you. Thank you. Okay. I gotta get you down. And then she grabs. So now she's like holding her for dear life because I'm trying to pull her off my head. Yes, you. You're so lanky and thin. I don't understand. Yes, you. But I want Zilla and Supernova. But if they put Zilla in the Legendary universe, it needs to be Zilla. It doesn't. I don't want them to change it. I don't want them to make Legendary-fy it. It just needs to look like the 98 Zilla. I would be okay with that. I don't want any changes. He's a perfect kaiju the way he was. Yeah, that's the only weird one, right? Because, like, how did Godzilla cells get in space? Yes, complete with the dated CGI. Exactly. You a good girl? Are you a good girl, Ripley? Yeah? You a good girl? You have perky ears? Yeah. Oh, thank you. She's very needy. Like, she is one giant attention whore. Constantly want to sit on my lap. If I'm laying down, you have to be on my head. You give kisses. You'd like to talk a lot. Usually if I'm ignoring you, you start talking. You just start randomly barking at me. Yeah. You're always bringing me stuff. But you're a good girl. Yeah. You're a good girl. You're a pretty good listener. You sometimes break out of the yard. I had to go find you the one day. That was fun. Yeah, see? Stop petting her. She gets mad. Yeah, you. So talking all the time. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, that's Ripley. Alright, what time is it? Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where the camera is for... Alright, so it's 8:30. Oh yeah, the animated series. The animated series is great. Clone Godzilla and Space Station. It's probably good. It might be... I can see them going that route. Because there's got to be something about space. They could have just been cloning, like... Maybe like something for space comes into contact with Godzilla. And that's what makes it. Or maybe they try to fuse things. Well, like I said, like on a high note, the animated series is pretty good. So there is that. So what I put in the thumbnail was this guy here. Because I got in some 3D printed parts the other day, and I have to clean these up a little bit and prime them. Because they came in kind of rough, and I'm pretty sure I still got like resin on some of these. Some of these pieces. And there's definitely a few areas where I got to clean up a bit. Like especially here, I got to sand it down quite a bit. Which, for me, like I had to do, like we ordered this thing, it didn't show up. They thankfully you did send out another one. That the second one showed up, but then it like showed up and I needed to clean a lot of it. Yeah, like I still got like residue on the inside of it. You might have heard Casey dropping something upstairs, is more than likely. But what this is it's Ganon from Legend of Zelda. I'm not sure exactly on which version it is. Okay. Now looking at this more, I'm going to have to mess with it tomorrow, because I have to clean these pieces, and then I can muck around with trying to clean it up. I really don't want to mess around with it while it's not. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I should have some time to actually do a live stream. Yeah, it's commissioned. That one is. The body for it's upstairs because what was this? Major Ursula is the body for it. It's like the bear dude from the Marvel Legends series. That's the base, and then you put like that head on it and the clothes and stuff like that. Hopefully get around the primering quite a few of these things that are hanging out down here. I would like to get started on your Anguirus. That's another one I gotta do here soon. I was trying to get Orga done before I start on Anguirus. But I definitely want to primer this guy, and then ship out the other stuff that I got sitting around here. So anyway, so since I can't do that, I'll probably just wait till tomorrow to work on everything, because I can just sit and just dedicate time to actually doing it. I'm hoping we talked enough that this is done pruning. It's only 60%. Sad day. Oh, this is a Zombiezilla. This one here. It was a failed Arctic Figures print that I did. That we tried dyeing it, and the dye really fudged up the resin. So we decided just to zombify it. So he's got like guts and exposed skin, and skeletal parts. So like I said, planning with this guy is going over him lightly with some primer that I use for doing like normal Zillas. And then from there, gore him up a little bit. Have some blood coming off of him, stuff like that. So he'll be fun. Hopefully once I get it painting, it won't take too long. After he shut down with the missiles, yeah. He's even got a missile stuck in his leg. Hi, puppy. I see you came back. She's like, well, I'm down here. You can say hi to everybody? Thank you. Yeah, Spring Trek was, but turned out really good. I know, but thank you. Yeah, I wasn't going to go super hard on it, but I figure it'd be nice to have some variety. Because it again, make it look more zombified. Well, I understand you want attention, but I'm live streaming. You bossy animal. Down. Thank you. She's probably got to go outside. But anyways, you guys haven't seen the Spring Trap. This is where we're currently at. I'm currently printing the eyes for them. So that I got some LEDs, so we'll probably rig those up tomorrow. Because my hope is to get him all set up between the eyes and getting this more comic accurate looking head set up. Because the way they made the file, the jaw here is one solid piece. She could be a little hyper, yeah. Well, she's like Jack Russell Border Collie mix. So she gets to be a little rowdy. She's also a really big snuggle butt, though. She loves to cuddle. She likes to cuddle, and then she wants to play. Don't you, buddy? And yeah, she's usually barking at me because she has to go potty or I had to do something. Yeah, right? Like I said, the weird thing is though, because she's Border Collie. Like I've dealt with quite a few Border Collies growing up. Jack's a new one, but I've seen Jack's, so I've had some understanding of them. I kind of assumed it was going to be sort of like Shin in a way, because Shin was part Beagle, and Beagles tend to be a little bit more be pretty yappy too. But oddly enough, unlike most Border Collies I've seen, she is super licky and affectionate. Like, she loves to cuddle. She loves to give kisses. Constantly. I don't know, it's like a nervous thing or something, but she just really likes to lick. She likes to play with the cat. It just depends on how you want to do it. I would say the best way if you want to do like an animatronic looking Zilla is you would use the paint dye vinyl with maybe like a NECA Terminator or something. So you use the Terminator for like the connecting pieces and then just cover it over top of it. I don't like I said, just from my minimal experience with Jax, they just kind of reminded me a little bit of them. At least like the talkative nature. She's also really good at climbing. Like obnoxiously good at climbing. Aren't you, buddy? You know, you're very good at climbing. We go hiking and stuff. We go hiking and trailing, and she will climb up trees. Oh no, you're good. But yeah, that'd be the way I would want to start it. Ah, you're back. She's like, but no, she's like, you put me down, and I want back up. And now she's staring at me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you staring at me? Then there was the kitty. And then there she is trying to get him to play with her. Yeah, buddy. I know. Don't you sass me. No, I'm not done yet. Come here. Come here. Hey, oh. Okay, you're getting a little too rowdy. Alright, well anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, and Facebook. Guys that keep up the day with you and donate, greatly would appreciate it. Oh no, Serva's actually really good with other dogs. Like, he was actually, with Shinji, he was more of the antagonist that Shinji was. Like, he would go up to Shinji trying to get Shinji to play with them. Ripley, on the other hand, is the opposite. Ripley is the one that pesters him into playing. And usually it amounts to just servo tackling her and smacking her once or twice and then running off. But they have fun. They don't bite. Quick Strike. Is that Transformer? But one animatronic I did see that I thought, because somebody was sharing that, like, the 1985, or I guess 1984 animatronic is really creepy without the skin on it. I was like, that would be a fun figure to make. Because it's pretty much just looks like, almost like a Terminator, but with just, like, plastic plates for parts of the body. Okay, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, then I think I remember what you're talking about now. But yes, we are done. You can help us defeat those kaiju by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, and Facebook. Guys like you with the day which donate, greatly would appreciate it. We have a new gaming channel, link in the description. There's actually a new gaming video up. I put it up right before I went live. I'll let you on in a minute, you bossy dog. So if you guys are interested, I'm currently doing trying to finish playing the Kong game and trying to play the Kong game. Skull Island: The Rise of Kong, which has been a chore to say the least. But I would like to complete that one and then get back to doing the other Kong game, the PlayStation 2 one, which is actually a good game. So make sure to follow that. We're hopefully going to be starting to play some of the old Godzilla games here in the near future too. We also have link subscription for Calcus. If you guys like to pick up your like Haya collectibles, probably it's my go-to place. Say 6% off your order code Steve Calcus at checkout. Anything stateside, we got Entertainment Earth. What else? We got the Dashery shop down below too for t-shirts. She is bound and determined to be up here. If you guys like to have our logo on your stuff, yep, all the links are in the description of this video, of the stream. Because I don't know if I can comment. No, I can't comment the way I currently am, but it is in the description. Or if you go on the main channel page, there's links for all this there too. And we got Etsy shop. If you guys like to get custom beams and stuff for your figures, or if you like to contact me about commissions. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.